Choose between one-handed weapons or two-handed weapons to cut down your foes. Choose between one-handed weapons or two-handed weapons to cut down your foes. Talon's class updates. We're gonna go through this together, actually. Let's do it. Let's do it. Two-handed Frost Impact. Dark Lessons learned from the French Tundra Northrend. Iconic Frostworm's Fury will be accessible to all. Frostworm's Fury will be accessible to all Death Knights rather than needing to select a talent. Hyperthermic Presence is a new talent that has the Rune of Power. I'm gonna go through this, guys. We're going through this right now. Screw it. Screw everything else. Who roll Fifi? With the first class? Yeah. Frostworm, Hyperthermic Presence is now a new talent that has the Rune of Power cost of abilities for a moderate amount of time, giving Death Knights figure to strike down. Unholy. Well, Death Knights have some ability to control the dead enemy's minions. Only Death Knight has chosen necromantic magic. Has chosen to specific necromantic magic, and their abilities should reflect that. All Unholy Death Knights shall be able to summon Gargoyle, previously at talent, to bring these flying terrorists. An Army of the Damned returns as an even stronger force of a familiar and faithful recruit, Magus of the Dead. Instrumental magic wielders have some level of Magus. Magus fought this out. Another X's and Banner and presence of flyers. But Epidemic Cast will reduce the Army of Dead cooldown, allowing Unholy Deaths to 7-4 for a relentless stream of awesome. Because before, Army of Dead, without talenting Army of Dead into A-Bomb, you only could use it every what was it 7-minute cooldown? Like 7-minute cooldown? So it was more fun to use it more often. Pockets of which also has a cooldown reduction whenever Death Coil and Epidemic Cast. Unholy Deafness Mastery Dreadblade will benefit both Mastery and Servant, while also increasing Deafness Shadow damage and increasing the minions' attack damage. So more Army of Dead stuff with Unholy. That's awesome. Alright, Demon Hunters. Nerf me, please. Nerf my Demon Hunters. Lands and reflective image design, though there are a number of similarities between Havoc and Vengeance, if you can feel more, create some more common ground. Oh, please give me that talent. There's a talent that Vengeance has. It's one of my favorite talents. It's called Illin's Grasp. I would love to have that as Havoc. All demons now share a single resource, Fury, which channels their fiery hatred to those attacks and enemies. Most originally Vengeance only ability will be about. Wait, what? Oh, because it was originally a talent for Havoc, but now it's for both. Baseline. Cool. Heavy Demons have a new passive, Unending Hatred, which expands their Fury's maximum capacity, letting them gain an extra hit or two. Dark Slash talent has evolved to the Essence Break, which deals chaos damage and significantly increases the damage to both Chaos Strike and Blade Dance. So it's still a talent though, and my worst about Dark Slash is cool because it creates a more awesome rotation and big bursts for Havoc, but it was so bad. It was just never good, and nobody ever used Dark Slash ever, except if you want to do a one-shot build. So I'm hoping they make it more relevant to create the thing. I'm curious what tanks are. Since you mentioned Soul Cleaver in their talents to encourage more build variety, Spirit Bomb, with Demonic as a talent, option to Fel Devastation as part of their. Okay. And Fel Devastation as part of their specialized baseline. Oh, okay. So they have. That's kind of cool. Fel Devastation is now a baseline ability, kind of like I-Beam. So they can go Demonic with that. So every time they cast Fel Devastation, they go into Demon form. That's cool. Since history reworked, we've combined several popular talents, shuffled dips around, Bulk Extraction, which Immolation rips the soul from it. Okay, that's kind of cool. That's really cool. Yeah, they're really changing Vengeance around. Alright, Druids. Alright, Druid fan base. All Druid specializations can use Ferocious Bite. Barkskin and Cyclone and Sea Beating Roar? Okay, that makes my Feral kind of weak now. Because, like, when I played Feral Druid, I was like the only Feral with Sea Beating Roar. But we have Barkskin back as a baseline, which is awesome. No, we're not there yet. We're not there. We don't care about balance. Get out of here, balance. And we have Iron Fur as a baseline. Okay, regardless of their active specials, Druids of any special will also be able to. That's cool because what that means is that if we have Iron Fur too, Bear Form becomes more of an active thing to use. So going Bear Form is actually useful without being Guardian Affinity. Interactions with Druids of any special will also be able to use Cyclone and Supergore. In addition, Heart of the Wild has returned as a talent. I loved Heart of the Wild. Heart of the Wild returns as a talent, providing an option for Druids who want to use off-roll abilities during combat. I miss Heart of the Wild. Was great. It was a fun spell. A defeating talent associated with Infiltration and Balance, Guarding the Feral, and Restoration also gain an additional utility ability. Balance receives Typhoon, Feral gains Maim, and Guardian receives Incapacitating Roar, which is awesome for CC. Enemy restriction can get Ursul's Vortex. Cool. That's awesome. Alright, Feral. Let's go, Feral. Let's do it. Oh, it's small. Fierce felines will see their blood talents reimagined. Oh no. Tapping to their primal power. When feral druids use Shred, Rake, and Ferocious Bite in quick succession, the damage of their next rep will increase dramatically. That's kind of good. I mean, I'm okay with that because this means more people will be able to play Feral more often. More people will be able to get the grasp of Feral. Because the hardest part about Feral, what made it hard, was Bloodtalents. So, this is not very hard to deal with, I guess. Like, it's a really dumbed down version where you just keep in quick succession. I need to know more details on that one down the line. Quick succession could mean a lot. It could mean like within like 3-second period, kind of like Windwalker monks when they're doing their combos. Kind of like Windwalker monks when doing combos, you may have a buff when you have it, so as long as you keep it up, your rip will do more damage, I guess. Not as fun. Not as fun as Blood Talents. I like Blood Talents, so I'm gonna miss Blood Talents. Yeah, harder hitting rips as long as you just keep doing more, keep up your momentum. Kind of like when Windwalker monks keep up their combos and their, I forgot what they're called, the buff from Windwalker monks have for their mastery. Yeah, Guardian, what are you doing? Guardian Druids in Shadowlands can once again embrace our Bear Hug. Oh, I remember Bear Hug. Their Brutus side with Berserk, reducing their cooldown of Mangle for Alshkron, also having cost of Vinefer. Renewal also returns as a talent choice. Awesome, dude. Dude, Guardian would be fun. Feral's... I'm worried about my Feral Druid. Like, I'll still have fun in PvP, though. Yeah. So, kind of like the Windwalker Monk for Feral. Just as long as you keep attacking, you'll do more damage for him. More or less. We don't know. We'll figure it out. Hunters! There we go. This is my Hunter boys. Master of the Wilderness. Hunters draw on a variety of tools, such as special ammunition and traps, alter, and permanent advantage. Actually, cleaning their abilities and coordinating attacks on their base. These commands, blah blah blah. I'm a hunter. Hunter's core damage tradition will remain familiar in Shadowlands, but several iconic abilities will return and many talents will be upgraded. Middle chance, Arcane Shot, Eyes of the Beast, Hunter's Mark, Kill Shot, Scared Beast, and Trank Shot will be available for all hunters to use. Thank you. Wait, does that mean survival? We're moving on to survival. I'm so excited for survival. Like, I'm pumped for going to survival to see what they do. But we get Hunter's Mark and Kill Shot for all specializations, which is amazing for survival. So, in case, assuming survival is still melee, I'm going to assume that survival is still melee. I'm scared, dude. No, I'm not doing it last. I'm doing survival now. But assuming survival is still melee, like it probably will be, this means that you can kite a little bit more. Beast Mastery. Let's go. It's long. Beastmaster Hunter's strength comes from their companions. Bloodshed is a new talent that Beastmaster Hunters can teach their companions. Commanding the beast to tear into the target. A more check where it will bleed significantly, causing them to make more damage from their path. Alright, bleeds, more damage. These are Scent of Blood talents being reimagined. Passive now activates when Beastly Wrath is used, granting 2 charges of Barb Shot to Bloody. Okay, so that's Scent of Blood. That's the Azerite trait. Basically, it's the Azerite trait coming into talent, where you pop it, you get 2 charges of it, you get 2 charges back. Empower the bond and beast to make more effective. Venomous Bites takes the place of Spitting Cobra and comes with a twist. When Beastly Wrath ends, a Cobra will come in to aid the hunter in combat. The Serpent's power will increase based on how many times you use Cobra Shot during Beastly Wrath. That's kind of cool. So, during Beastly Wrath, how many times you use Cobra Shot, the Venomous Bite will take place. A giant snake will do. Now that's kind of cool, because we don't know how powerful that'll be. I mean, it's probably not going to be like Tyrant from a Demonology Warlock, but it sounds pretty cool. I'm going to have fun with that. Alright, my boy Marksman, my current plan. Okay, Master Sharpshooter, Kill Shot, can power Kill Shot with Deadeye, a new talent that lets hunters store 2 charges of Kill Shot. Sounds super overpowered, by the way. MM sounds really fucking overpowered right now, because we're getting Kill Shot back, and we can do, I mean, assuming that we still have Careful Aim, we're going to do so much damage. Assuming Careful Aim is still a normal talent, we're going to do a lot of damage. Talent that lets hunters store 2 charges of Kill Shot, also makes Aim Shot recharge faster for a short time when no Kill Shot is used. Holy shit. Binding Shackles is a new passive talent that causes enemies rooted by their baseline Binding Shot. Wait, we have baseline binding shot? So Hunter's getting baseline binding shot back. Oh! We get baseline binding shot to deal less damage to Hunter for a short time after being released from the root. That's huge! Baseline binding shot? So I can go binding? I can go binding and post haste at the same time? That's massive! And that's disgusting! That's my old MM build. Like, post haste plus binding shot, you can AoE CC, like, multiple targets. That's disgusting. Oh, this is huge. Volleys need talent enables Marksman Hunter to rain arrows down the target location for a short period of time. It also empowers Hunter's trick shot buff. Causing their... I mean, I miss volley. I'm not even with it. Oh, dude, this... Hunters, man. I might have to main a Hunter. You can't touch M Hunter. Post haste, root him, knockback, birching shot. Dude, oh my god. We could be losing abilities, you never know. Alright guys, this is it. This is survival. This is survival. Oh, it's so small. To take down horrors, it's a little small. It's a little bit small. I'm like, okay, a little small for my taste. To take down horrors waiting for them in the challenge, start hunters are refining their skills, improving their weapons and gadgets. Expect to see damage increases for Hydra's Bite, Butchery, Steel Trap, Little Spear, Flanking Strike, along with a reduction in focus cost and chakras. Oh. There's nothing happening to them. They're just getting tuned. They're just getting tuned. They're just having damage tunements. For survival. Yeah, Frosty's are two-handed back. Also, these guys are just getting tuned. Nothing's happening to them. I mean, don't get me wrong. They'll have Arcane Shot, Hunter's Mark, and Kill Shot back, which is awesome. What that means is for survivals which are already really good at kiting, mind you, which are already really good at kiting, can now have more ranged abilities. Unless Kill Shot for some reason is melee. Or survival. If for some godforsaken reason Kill Shot is melee, I'll be upset. Do you guys read the Shamans anymore? I don't play Shamans. I skipped over Shamans and Mages. I skipped over Shamans and Mages, so they're okay. Read? You want me to read? Fine. I'll do Enhancement. I'm gonna do Enhancement. I only like Enhancement, so I'll do Enhancement. I only like Enhancement, so if I ever played a Shaman, it would be Enhancement. This is the long read. Holy shit, this is wrong. Let me stretch first. This is long. What's the baseline stuff? General trains. In Shadowlands, Chain Heal, Chain Lightning, Healing Stream Totem, Flame Tongue Weapon, Flame Shock, Frost Shock, and Lightning Shield will be available to all Shamans, regardless of specialty. Searing Totem also returns its ability for all Shaman to use, which bars the enemies with fireballs. So totems become more frequent, which is awesome. Always have totems down. That's awesome. Alright, Enhancement is long. So, I'm diving in. Outside of Elemental, Maelstrom resources and Maelstrom Bar have been removed from Enhancement Shaman. So they're removing Maelstrom as a resource. Enhancement will return to a specialization based on managing number of cooldowns, abilities with high points built around repeating casts of Storm Strike and Shadowlands. Enhancement Shaman who can chain certain abilities in combat will see their efforts rewarded. I like that. Efforts rewarded when the time is right, and the elements will with it. With the capacity to unleash powerful cooldowns, dealing devastating damage, Maelstrom Weapons returns, giving each attack a chance to grant a stack of a buff that can be used to make your next healing and damage dealing spell instant. Flame Tongue Weapon and Wind Fury Weapon can now once again be applied to Enhancement Shaman's weapons. Awesome, man, I missed that. Old school. You know, having Flame Tongue Weapon and Wind Fury Weapon. Imbuing them with power of the elements to suit their situation at hand. That's awesome, man. That is huge. The passive bonus provided with Hellstorm has been redesigned so that it resets the cooldown of Flame Shock and Frost Shock when a Shaman uses Storm Strike. Searing Assault metamorphosizes into a powerful fire attack, striking the foe for significant fire damage and causing your Searing Totem to cast incredibly fast. It also triggers Flame Shock to rapidly dish out its damage over time burn effects to melt enemies. Overcharge now generates 5 stacks of Maelstrom Weapon, instantly and another stack every second for a short duration. Stormkeeper will make your next 2 Lightning Bolt or Chain Lightning spells instant cast into bonus damage. It also benefits from Maelstrom Weapon, lowering Stormkeeper's cast time into the Answer Shaman, can now chain powerful abilities to target pummel down foes quickly. That's a lot of reading. I don't play the Shaman a lot, so it's kind of like, is that good? I'm assuming it's good. Elemental Blast now returns to the talent for Enhancement Shaman, giving this melee focus spec access to powerful spells to destroy foes from a distance. some more ranged attacks. Also benefits from Maelstrom weapon effect, which can reduce its cast time or even cause it to become instant cast. Cool. Instant Chain Lightning, Elemental Blast back, benefit from their Maelstrom as well. So Enhanced Shaman sounds huge. And the rotation sounds really rewarding too for playing it for PvE. There's no way I'm gonna play. There's no way I'll main Enhanced Shaman, but maybe I'll level 1 before Shadowlands. I might level 1 before Shadowlands. This thing, I mean, I figure they're very happy. I don't know if I'll main one for Shadowlands. I can tell you right now, I will not be maining a Shaman for Shadowlands. But I'll definitely level 1. And you know what? I promise you guys, clip it now. I will play a Shaman for you in Shadowlands. Yeah, my word. Now here's the fun one. Warlocks. This is the one I'm gonna get into because Warlocks are my low-key fate. Like, I love Warlocks, but they're so hard to play out in the world by themselves. We'll all play Shamans now. We all guaranteed it. We're all making a pact now to play Shamans. When deciding Warlocks for Shadowlands, we had a few core goals. As part of our effort to distinguish classes as a whole, we're bringing back curses that Warlocks can use proactively. Situation tools. Please fix Doom. Swear to God, please fix Doom. Make Doom cool again, like it used to be in Warlords, but not something that should be feel obligated to use when fighting every enemy. Abilities like Demonic Circle offer unique ways to interact with the world and combat specials. The Demonic Circle is coming back as a spaceline. Tech-wise, we're making relatively minimal changes to Demonology and Destruction. Awesome. So Affliction is getting huge changes. And as we feel their core relations and talent options fit well for goals of Shadowlands. With Affliction, we're making large changes to bring back Specialist's gameplay more towards managing damage over time effects, rather than saving up a major burst moment. General changes. All Warlocks will be able to affect their foes of Curse of Tongues, Curse of Recklessness, Curse of Weakness, and Curse of Doom. All get Doom. In addition, Warlocks can manipulate the space with Demonic Circle, and we all get Doom Circle back. Awesome. Tongue-Tied is a new talent that empowers spells lobbed at target suffering from the Curse Tongues, causing them to seal the victims from receiving healing effects. So it's basically Mortal Strike, forcing them to succumb to all incoming damage for. Oh, wait, hold on. Causing them to seal victim receiving healing effects and forcing them to succumb to all incoming damage for a moderate amount of time. So it's like a nuke. You pop it on them, do damage, no healing effects, but they just get nuked down. That's like Maledict, but with extra, it's more damage. That's like Maledict with extra damage. It's like Maledicting somebody, but then they take extra damage from the damage you've been taken during it. That's kind of broken, in theory. Holy Mother of Affliction. Unstable Affliction sacrifices its stacking effect to torture its victim longer, and all without consuming a Soul Shard. Soul Rack is a new channel ability that revs the foe's spirit, empowering the Warlock's pyroactive spells. Malefic Rapture, a new ability that causes their pyroactive spells to tick significantly faster with the victim suffering from malady. Holy shit, I may like Affliction, because I've always wanted to play Affliction. But it's never been good for World PvP, because you couldn't survive. You had to nuke somebody down, but Affliction wasn't about nuking somebody down. Currently in BFA, Affliction is like praying you get a lot of Soul Shard procs so you can get more UAs. I've died to Affliction before out in the world. That's only because he was attacking mobs and he had a bunch of UA Soul Shards. He had so many Soul Shards and he got good procs, so I had like 6 UAs on me. That's the only way I died, but even then, it's so easy to survive. Damage over time effects are always easy to live through. But new talent will be available to Affliction Monks to be more effectively drain away the life of the Soul of the Seeds will now embed 2 additional seeds into nearby enemies, which combined with their new Maledict Rapture ability can make for explosive results, so big AoE bombs. Cool. Finally, Doom is now available for Affliction Monks to use, and deals more damage for a shorter damage over time duration. When Doom kills target, there's a slight chance the Warlock will summon Doom Guard to fight for them for a period of time. Still the same. Maybe they changed it for Demonology, but we'll see. But I've always wanted to play Affliction. Always wanted to be like a cool Affliction Warlock, dotting everybody up in surviving, but I don't know, we don't know much about the survivability right now, especially for Shadowlands. PvP talents sound the same. I think their PvP talents will be the same, but just have to survive and, you know, get health back. But I don't know how they're going to do this with the no big changes for PvP yet. I'm sure they'll come with more tuning and future patches, but I'm curious to see new PvP talents, to see how classes who were not really good before will be able to survive. Damage is final. I love doing damage. Everyone loves doing damage, right? But surviving is another story. Like surviving, you're being hit by 2 targets at the same time. If I have 2 rogues on me, how will I live? You know? Oh, I would too. But I doubt it, because read up here. So we're making relatively minimal changes in demonology destruction, so they're not getting that back, trust me. Look how small this is. Oh, there's like nothing going on. Oh no. Dark Purple now scale spell power to deal more damage than before. Demonology Rogues will also discover that the Dark Fury talent has a new effect. In addition to cooldown reduction it provides Shadow Fury increases air. It's so what? Nothing. There's like nothing happening to them at all. That's unfortunate. Aww. Nothing at all. Ah, that's lame. Or demonology. Fire and Brimstone is getting an upgraded Shadowlands as it now drains 2 Shield Fragments from. Okay, yeah, whatever. Get out of here. Get out of here. Biggest change is Affliction. Getting more damage, new ways to do, overtime effects, and just kind of burst down. So Affliction is the way. Affliction is the way. Maybe I'll play Affliction Warlock. Screw it. We're going Affliction, boys. We're going Affliction. Screw Demonology Distraction. Flavor. We're in Shadowlands. We're in Death and Necro. We have to go Affliction now. It is the way. Fury Warriors. Execute, Hamstring, Ignore Pain, Shield Block, Shield Slam, Spellreflect, and Whirlwind are now available to all warriors. Holy shit. I can Ignore Pain as an Arms Warrior. I can Spellreflect without talenting it. Holy shit. And about to all warriors, regardless of their active spells, from our challenging shout and intervene and returning, all warriors can use them. Holy shit. Shattering Throw is also back with a new twist. It deals devastating damage against foes predicted by Absorption Shield. So if you happen to shield yourself, you take more damage. Warriors will be nasty. Lastly, Double Time and Warrior Machine can now be utilized for all special editions of talent. Arms. The armies of Melos have inspired warriors to return to several key martial tactics of Millers. Piercing Howl can be used for Arms Warrior gets piercing. Okay, Swifty's probably like Swifty out there is probably just in Bajira. Swifty and Bajira just like dying right now. I can imagine Swifty and Bajira just like freaking the fuck out. Like holy shit. Alright. Piercing Howl can be used by all warriors. Cleave talents to redesign the AoE's nice. Got it. Fury. Your warriors will find themselves in home and shadows. Will find ourselves in home and shadows, and will be able to perform feats in battle that were previously unfathomable. Firm battle is a new talent. Warrior loses himself in their bloodthirsty during Whirlwind, and also slams their primary target and gain additional rage. Warriors will also be able to learn Onslaught, in which an enraged warrior brutally attacks the enemy for a large amount of damage and generates some rage. Onslaught is now an active ability instead of overtime. Prophet Berserking has been reimagined. That is your big one where you go in rage. Anyway, now when the warrior reaches 100 rage, they gain haste and movement speed over a few seconds. Wrecking Ball returns to the talent, which gives the warrior moderate chance to the next Whirlwind to deal devastating amounts of damage. Fresh Beam now causes Bloodthirst to always enrage you the first time you strike with target the Bloodthirst. Cool. It still heals you. That's it. That's everything. Awesome. Really excited for my biggest highlights are Affliction. Affliction Warlocks are getting huge changes. Enhancement, obviously. Affliction, Enhancement. Shadow Priest's new Rid of the Madness sounds awesome, but Enhancement, Affliction. Those are the big ones. Marksmanship Hunters, massively huge right now. Will be so huge. Like they're in Venomous Bite. Sounds really awesome for BM, but I hate BM still. You can't make me do it, man. But Marksmanship, Enhancement, Affliction, and obviously Feral, but getting, I wonder how good it'll be again having Heart of the Wild. Heart of the Wild comes back for Druids, and that is the spell where you can go into, if you want to use your Balance Affinity, go Balance Affinity, or you can just use your Wrap. I remember during Heart of the Wild days, it was Teeth of Orgrimmar really. I was using Heart of the Wild in Pandaria, that's when it came out. And you would go to Moonkin form and just use Sunfire and Wrath, whatever it's called. And you would just hop the meters. It was actually insanely good. So that'd be fun. A fun spell to use in PvP. But the problem with Heart of the Wild is it had like a 4-minute cooldown. It had like a 4-minute cooldown, so it's not fun to use at all. So I'm hoping that, yeah. And Demon Hunters obviously are just okay. About the same. Having big changes. The big change is fucking Frost, bro. Frost is coming two-handed Frost back. I have to do that, man. I'm playing a Frost DK. My Frost DK is going to come back. So my biggest ones will be... I'll put on the list. I'll make a video out of this, guys, for you guys. I'll put it on YouTube. My biggest ones I'm looking forward to are Frost, Feral, and I hate to say it. Enhanced Shamans. I hate to say it. Enhanced Shamans. Warriors. And what was the last one? Yeah, Warriors and... Who was my last boy? Who was my last boy I liked? And Warlock. Affliction. Yeah. Affliction. Those are my top 5. Oh, and Hunters. Yeah, Hunters. Yeah. I'm going Hunters. 6. I'll make a list. I'll have to reformat this when I make it. But yeah. I'm pumped, man. I'm pumped for Shadowlands now. This is huge for us. The hype is real now. The hype is real. But Hunters will be disgusting. Just to reiterate, guys, Hunters will be disgusting. Let's hear why. I'll tell you why again if you're just tuning in. Marksman Hunter gets kill shot back, Deadeye to increase kill shot, and in general, we get what's it called? Binding Shot as a passive now. Binding Shot's becoming a passive now for our kit and post haste. We already are kiting kings, but we're getting Binding Shot back as a baseline? Now the big changes to affect all of this that we have to keep in mind are all the Covenant abilities. Covenant abilities are coming back as well. So keep in mind, we have to keep in mind the Covenant abilities being overpowered and buffing everybody else tremendously. Because the Affliction Warlocks and their Covenant abilities are combined with their new abilities to do more damage, just sounds broken. So the Covenant abilities will also empower a lot of these abilities as well. So, you know, going Night Fae and running around really fast in a Vulpin form while being able to kite like a maniac is just... might break the game a bit, but we'll see what goes. But MM's gonna be still scary, and I still will play Hunter. And I don't know if I want to main my Hunter, but I may want to main something else this expansion. I wouldn't mind maining something new, like the Affliction Warlock. Feral got the baseline abilities back, like Cyclone. So the coolest thing on Druids now is we get all these baseline abilities back. We get Barkskin, Cyclone, Stupiding Roar, and Iron Fur back as the baseline ability, which is awesome. So which means Bear form becomes more usable. In Guardian, if you go Guardian Affinity, we get Incapacitating Roar, which I may not go in, but basically it's more CC. We get our more CC as Bear form. So going Bear form actually becomes really useful again, because before, not since like Pandaria or even Cataclysm did I ever go Bear form in PvP, because like it wasn't useful. There was no point going Bear form. I had no reason to. It's just a waste of time. I gained nothing by going Bear form. You get armor, and for PvP reasons, I get armor and I can time it for a stun. That's the only thing I could do with it. But now there's actually abilities to use there, specifically Bear form. We don't know. We don't know about Instant Cyclone. Because currently for Druids, you can only instant cast Regrowth and Roots. So I highly doubt they'll make it Instant Cyclone. I highly doubt that. They'll probably keep the same thing. Just have an instant Regrowth and instant Roots. I don't think they'll do Instant Cyclone again. If it is, that'd be broken. Ferals would be one of the top freaking arena players in the game again. Warriors sound broken. Warriors are freaking massively huge. Are you excited for your Affliction Warlock changes? Cheer!
Alone be praised.
Are you excited, sir? Ma'am? Ma'am? Okay, she's probably excited. She's probably reading them right now. She's probably reading the changes right now. She's not even paying attention.